Meadowsweet Ranch is an equine boarding facility where we also offer lessons, special events, camps, host well-known clinicians, trainers. I offer off-site trail rides, trips for my students and boarders. But most of all, I want it to be a place where the people and the horses are happy. As far as where my passion for horses came, I honestly can't say that I remember where the origin was. I believe I was born with it. As young as I can ever remember being asked, what would you like for Christmas? It was a pony, which I never got. I met a girl who was a little bit older than me, whose dad was a manager of a facility similar to Meadowsweet Ranch. I started hanging out there, and by summer I was one of the wranglers, so helped with the delivery and doing trail rides, cleaning the barns, baling hay, whatever, and I got to ride. That was my pay for the work. My mom and dad thought I was pretty insane, that I would work that hard and that many hours to be able to ride a horse, but the years I spent there and the time are probably the best memories I have of my childhood. So I bought my first horse 2 weeks out of high school, took a loan out on her. Another thing that did not make my mom and dad very happy, but I was 18, growing up and living on my own. I bought her as a 6-month-old. Her registered name was Windswept Cherokee Queen, and I just called her Cher. I only ended up getting to have her for 3.5 years. I was told I had a choice between human babies and horses, and since I had always wanted to be a mom, I did that too. I had one guy offer me a decent amount of money for her. He wanted to show her. And then I had a girl who just wanted a horse because she loved horses and didn't have a lot of money, and guess where she went? When you have a real bond with a horse, and I could just go share, and within a short amount of time you'd hear the hooves and she'd come running, so it was special. So giving her up, I don't regret the decision. I love my kids dearly, and they mean the world to me, but it was hard. And I'm glad she went with someone that loved her as much as I did. So there was one time I had a boarder come in, and she unloaded her horse off the trailer, and it was more than 30 years since I had given Cher up. But this horse could have been her twin, and I couldn't believe how it hit me, and I started sobbing and crying, and this poor woman is like, oh no, what's wrong? I said I would have never expected after all these years for it to hit me how much I still miss her, you know. Feeling that you get when you think trot and the horse you're riding trots without you doing anything that you're aware of with your body to get them to do that. It's just a connection that always gave me an unbelievable feeling, like this is so cool. So that's what I've looked for and worked for with any horse I've had since then. When it comes to teaching lessons, to be totally honest, I ended up coming into it without actually wanting to. I had always wanted to train horses, but never thought about teaching people. I never had riding lessons when I grew up, so I didn't feel I would know how to explain to someone how to ride properly. I wanted them to learn about building a relationship from the ground up. I love working with anyone of any age that actually really loves horses and wants to be better at riding and communicating with them. I also ask all my students what their own personal goals are, because I want to incorporate how we work together with what they want to accomplish. I want to see people have fun with their horses and to enjoy the relationship. Some of the things that I feel are special about Meadowsweet Ranch is the way the horses are taken care of here. I spend a minimum of 4 hours a week still studying and reading about horses. Current research, riding, teaching, trying to keep up with what's going on. I take care of every horse here like I own it. Quality of the products we use are extremely important to me. The quality of the hay we bring in. All of our stalls are at least 11 by 12. We have an indoor arena, an outdoor arena, easement access to the Chain of Lakes Equine Trails. I have 2 treat pastures, I call them, 2 paddocks where we continue to let the grass grow, so at the end of the day we can put a group out there for them to actually have some fresh grass and grazing. I think that makes this a special place. I wanted the name to bring to mind calmness, quiet, and a peaceful atmosphere. We came up with Meadowsweet because when you think of a meadow, you think of a quiet place that's nice and green with flowers and some animals. I want it to be a place where the horses are happy and the people are happy.